Hi, my name is Suheri Torres, and I'm going to be speaking about Daniel Pink video on motivation. In this tech talk, The Puzzle of Motivation, he goes into details of what science says about motivation that it actually doesn't really fit with what business does. He starts out by giving us a simple puzzle in which he puts a candle, a box with text, and some matches. He asks the audience to find a way to light up the candle without getting any wax on the table. Most people rapidly jump to different answers, like nailing the candle to the wall, or even try to glue it with its own wax. What most people don't actually think is that there is a perfectly good box in which you can light up the candle without making a mess. Daniel Pink then goes to explain how different studies show how giving incentives majority of the time kills any type of creativeness. One of these studies gives different games, and based on your performance, you will be rewarded. In most of the games that require you to use critical thinking and problem solving skills, this would most of the time result in bad performance. Then he moves on to explaining how this is something outdated and that we need other types of motivation. His answer to new motivation are actually the new eccentric motivation. This motivation will focus on three aspects: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. He defines autonomy, and I read, the urge to determine our own lives. Mastery is the desire to get better on something that matters, and purpose is the yearning to do what we do in service of something larger than ourselves. Then he gives us an example of how these aspects are applied on some companies and the outstanding results they give. One of these companies was Atlassian, in which employees are given 24 hours to work on something else that isn't actually what they do, and they bring it over for discussion on the next day. With this, most employees bring great ideas that can be actually implemented on the company. Google was another example in which they are provided 20% of their time to work on something they like, and as a result, most of the products are a huge success and come from this. My take from all of this is that the techniques we use for motivation are outdated, not only in business but in schools too. Not only employees are motivated to do better using punishment and reward tactics, but students as well. The only reward they are promised is that they do well, is getting into a good college. But what about doing things because they are interested in what are they learning? Why not make new ways to let them put their own touch on schoolwork while at the same time motivating them? My final opinion is that motivation and creativity can die when all you do becomes a routine. Sometimes you should do something different and exciting to change the pace and keep the spirits up. That was my response to the tech talk on motivation. I hope you guys enjoyed it.